quick update. My brother came over. Air impact took it off in like 2 seconds. So we'll be able to pull everything else out tonight. Now, if you're any Srt4 crank pulleys, I got this on eBay, or not eBay, on Amazon for like $30 or $40. Harmonic balancers are a real pain in the ass on these cars, and this one does absolutely amazing. There she is. You can see part of the gear in there. Actually looks really good. We do have a billet gear we're going to put in there though. Alright, this crank right here is actually balanced too by the machine shop. I'm pretty sure they drilled holes in them and stuff whenever they balanced them. This crank is also strapped too. This is what I was talking about in the first video. Normally, these right here just have like little tiny waves over them, or they're like kind of that same material. They're just little humps over it. Once you start to build these too, they do crack right here on the crank. And so this is the kit that we got. There is direct fit ones. This one right here is you actually gotta, you'll bring this to the machine shop and they cut the bed plate completely flat, and you just bolt these right on top of it. We're gonna go ahead and take the other three pistons and rods out. We're gonna take the strap kit off first. I'll just go ahead and take the outside ones. The crank will be coming with me on the way to work tomorrow to drop off at a buddy's that's gonna be welding it for me. Alright, as far as all the other three bearings, they're damn near perfect shapes, like I just put them in. Like I said, this motor only probably has maybe 5,000–6,000 miles on it. So it's expected, but it has been pushed pretty hard. But let's go ahead and pop this out so this crank can go with me tomorrow. Alright, y'all can see I was talking about how they were cut flat right there. Usually they have like a little rainbow going across them. So we're actually going to be doing, this wheel has came off on some cars before. Once you rev them up really high, we're actually going to tack weld these bolts onto there, all four of them. Which I can do it myself, but I'd rather just get it done nice, get it done one time. So I'm going to let someone else do it that welds for a living. Alright, we took a minute, we got everything cleaned up. I didn't record what I was doing. I was kind of experimenting with these. Those are the coolers. They actually shoot oil up on the bottom of the piston. They keep temping stuff down a little bit, but I was talking over with a couple friends and people were giving me recommendations. I went ahead and got rid of them, but I'm still kind of timid on it, and so I did not want to completely tap them out. And so I sat here for, I actually laid in bed one night and I was just thinking of a way, and so I actually just cut it back, and then I crimped it behind it where it was pretty much closed, and then I crimped it again behind it, and then it opened up that spacing a little bit more, and so it's like crimped behind it, and the very tip of it I actually got really hot. I cleaned it up extremely well, got the oil out of it, and then I put a big line of solder going up all of it. I kind of play with it for a little bit. It's pretty much one with the oil cooler. I put it on a grinder and everything, and it grinds off. It doesn't chip or anything like that. So I think I'm gonna roll with it. If we ever blow it up, I'm gonna pull them back off and see how they're holding up a couple years from now, hopefully. I think we're gonna try that out. So we're gonna go ahead and get the bearings changed out and get her put back together. Before anybody freaks out about checking bearing clearances, we did this on the previous build. Everything was perfect. It's all OEM size bearings again, so we shouldn't have any problems. I will double check as every cylinder every rod I put in, I'm going to roll over, make sure there's no binding or nothing. I know what it feels like. I know I can't be perfect on it, but I'm going to send it. It should be fine. Alright, this is the oil pump gear. I've never done one of these before. It's pretty simple how it works though, but it looks easy to change out to be honest. Either it just probably falls in and falls out. I see it. I'll definitely keep this as a spare. Easy enough. Didn't really record it because it was a pain in the ass, but we had to pop all the rings out so we can separate our pistons from the rods to get the new ones in. It's pretty simple. I'm just going to put a socket on one side, tap that out, and just pop the new rod in, put it in reverse, and the other ring's still on the other side of the piston. So we just got to take one out. Alright, real quick, I wanted to do a quick showing of the rods. These are the old ones, the regular Eagles. These are the Eagle Extremes. At first glance, I can't tell any difference between them. Both of them look like the same exact rod. When I did call up there, they did say that the Eagle Extremes are made out of different material. And they're also treated different. And besides that, as far as design-wise, they're identical. And of course they have 625 rod bolts versus ARP 2000s, which is the main reason I wanted them. Alright, we're about to put the pistons and rods in the motor now. Just got them sitting right over there. I'm going to put a wrench on it so I can roll it over. Everything's real nice, butter smooth, just like normal. So we're going to go ahead and flip it over and drop them in. Alright, so here's our compressor. All you got to do is literally, on this one at least, you just got a 1/4 inch drive. Just compress the rings down. You'll go ahead and tap it in with the hammer, and there's your release right here. Super easy. It'll lube up the cylinder walls real good. we got everything together. We got the block even all painted up. Everything's nice and smooth. It's actually like 2 days later. All I'm doing now is just touching up paint wise on the motor and transmission. I am going to be waiting for parts for the next couple of days, or probably the next couple of weeks. I do have a new head coming for it that has to go to the machine shop, and a whole new exhaust manifold. But once I get the head, we'll get the motor 100% built and get everything dropped back in the car. I'm also waiting on my fuel injectors still, but those shouldn't be but another week or so out. Besides that, we might record some of it too. I got another motor right here. Now this actually is going on my brother's car. But it's gonna be a whole nother build. We pretty much got everything for this one. We got the head back machine shop. Fresh block, fresh crank, fresh everything. So I'll probably record some of that just to make some videos in the meantime. Besides that, I got a lot of the other parts all cleaned up too. I went ahead and just painted like the thermostat housing, all the mounts, everything looks brand new, nice and clean now. Spent like an hour or two yesterday just cleaning up parts and getting all the oil and grime and stuff off of them. But I appreciate you guys watching. Y'all have a good one.